Thank you. So we're going to start today with our combined number. We have a bunch of people that have gymnastics and dance lessons to get to and have talked to me. So I've switched things up just a little bit. So you'll notice that we started with our 8th grade and we're going to end with our 7th grade. So usually those who know me know that I like to do the combined number at the end. This year we're going to do it at the beginning. And actually we have 2. Okay? Thank you for coming.
Good evening and welcome to our spring concert. My name is Bella Generoso and I am a member of the 8th grade chorus. For our first piece, we are going to do an arrangement of the song Scotland's Burning. There is also a variation of the song called London's Burning. Although it is a relatively short song, it is a song with a vast amount of history behind it. The song can be sung as a round, which when each part starts 2 bars after the previous one. It may be an example of a nursery rhyme with a tragic theme. The London lyrics are said to be about Great Fire of London, a 5-day fire in the city of London in 1666. The first notation of a round is in this theme date. Scotland's lyrics are said to be about the burning of Edinburgh in 1544, ordered by Henry VIII of England. The lyrics are mentioned in William Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew, Act 4, Scene 1, when Grumio asks Curtis to prepare a warm fire for guests. In the Netherlands, the song is known as Brand in Melkam, Fire in Amsterdam, which is said to refer to the Amsterdam Revolt against Napoleon in 1813. We have added our own twist to our performance by adding movement while we are singing the song.
Scotland's burning, fetch the engines, fire, 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 throw on water, throw on water. Scotland's burning, fetch the engines, fire, 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 throw on water, throw on water. Scotland's burning, fetch the engines, fetch the engines, fetch the engines, fetch the engines, fire, water, fire, water, fire, water, fire, water, throw on water, throw on water. Scotland's burning, fetch the engines, fetch the engines, fetch the engines, fetch the engines, throw on water, 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 throw on water.
Hi, I'm Madison Hancock from the 8th grade chorus. Our second piece is Da Pacem Domine, which translated basically means give us peace in our time. The composer, Melchior Frank, who was born in 1579 and died in 1639, was a German composer of the late Renaissance and the early Baroque eras of music history.
Da
secret, which I don't know if you can tell. They never sing in this space until right now. They don't ever get on these risers, nothing. So it's always, in my mind it works, but not always. Here, here. We'll fix it, we'll fix it. One part, one.
The 8th grade chorus will begin their portion of the concert with the Dynamite Cannon. It is based upon the popular song Dynamite by Tayo Cruz. A canon is a piece of 4 voices or instruments that sing or play the same music starting at different times.
I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, hey, oh, baby, let's go. And it goes on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on, yeah. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, hey, oh, baby, let's go. And it goes on and on and on. And it goes on and on.
Hi, my name is Jada Grant from the 8th grade chorus class. The second piece of music the 8th grade chorus will sing is Throw and Catch. It's one of our favorite songs to sing. Enjoy.
We're going to do it real quick, okay? But not yet. Ready? Remember like this? They wanted me to buy them those popper things that make the streamers, but I couldn't find them this afternoon.
Hi, my name is Julie Malloy from the 8th grade chorus. The last piece of music the 8th grade chorus will sing is the traditional Georgia Sea Island song, Yonder Come Day. The Georgia Sea Islands are spread down the coast of South Carolina and Georgia. These were some of the first places slaving ships arrived, and many of these slaves ended up in plantations on the islands. These islands were quite isolated from the white-dominated cultures on the mainland, so many of the slaves and their free descendants still had the music and other cultural touchpoints that came from Africa, and it is evident in the unique piece that came from the islands.
Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Yonder come day, oh my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Sun is a rising in my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Yonder come day, oh my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Sun is a rising in my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Yonder come day, oh my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Sun is a rising in my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Yonder come day, oh my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Sun is a rising in my soul. Walk that road. Walk that road. Walk that road. Walk that road. Walk is right where it's sweet. Where the singing underneath my feet. I walk that path of the freedom line. Walk that path of further side. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Yonder come day, oh my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Sun is a rising in my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Yonder come day, oh my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Sun is a rising in my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Yonder come day, oh my soul. Yonder come day, day is a breaking. Sun is a rising in my soul.
Sixth graders, it is your turn. So you need to stand up and get out of your seats and come down to either side where you were. And the eighth graders are going to go up and find places. Yeah, go up the center. Unless you're speaking. Unless you're speaking. You're speaking at the end. Speak. Sixth graders, listen really carefully. You need to be in your B and D group on this side, A and E group on this side. Ready and go.
8th grade chorus, and the first piece that the 6th grade chorus is going to sing is an arrangement of the Nova Scotia folk song, The Old Carrion Crow. The folk song in Dorian mode, which means the home tone of the song is in re rather than do, tells the story of a tailor, the miller's sow, an older pig, and the little piglets.
from the 8th grade chorus. Today the 6th grade chorus's final song is the American folk song Old Joe Clark. With Old Joe Clark, the 6th graders continued their work with different modes of music. This piece is in the Mixolydian mode. In Mixolydian, the home tone becomes so. Old Joe Clark is an American fiddle tune that is well known throughout the United States. Many different verses and choruses have been sung to the tune. The song's origins are unclear, as is the identity of Joe Clark himself. Various claims indicate that Joe Clark may have been from the Virginia Hills or the banjo player from Clay County, Kentucky. If you listen closely, you will hear Joe playing his banjo in our version.
Anyway, I have a big mouth, so I'll talk. I realized I promised them I would dance, so that's why. All right, so seventh graders, you're gonna get up now. Seventh graders, listen to me. Listen to me. You ready? Are you A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Make sure Amelia.
Hi, my name is Tess Burnell. The 7th grade chorus will begin their part of tonight's concert with a quodlibet in 9 parts. A quodlibet, Latin for whatever you wish, from quad, what, and libet, pleases, is a musical composition that combines several different melodies, usually popular tunes, in counterpoint and often in a lighthearted, humorous manner. Our quodlibet uses 3 of our favorite canons: Coffee Cannon, Music Alone Shall Live, and The Shepherd. We will first sing each song individually and then put the 3 together into our quodlibet.
C-O-F-F-E-E, coffee is not for me. It's a drink some people wake up with, and it makes them nervous, is no myth. Slave to a coffee cup, they can't give coffee up. C-O-F-F-E-E, coffee is not for me. All things shall perish from under the sun. Music alone shall live, music alone shall live, music alone shall live, never to die. All things shall perish from under the sky. Music shall perish from, music alone shall live, music alone shall live, music to die shall live, music alone shall live, never to die. With laughter and singing, the green grass is springing, the shepherd is piping again in his string. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. With laughter and singing, the green grass is springing, the shepherd is piping again in his string.
Where's Haley Bradley? Where is she coming? First, I want to preface this with, we have really wonderful kids in the Middleborough Public Schools. They do and give away so much of themselves, and they volunteer and they do all kinds of stuff. Our 8th graders do a wonderful 21st century project where they call it the Giraffe Project, and those of you who have 8th graders or have had 8th graders, I'm sure, know that they do all this. Before I ask this very special young lady, not that they're not all special, but she did something pretty cool yesterday, so she's going to talk about it. I would like to just say a few words about the 8th grade. I did the 8th graders first today because usually I do 8th graders last, but I had like 4 or 5 kids come to me and say, Mrs. Young, I have dance at 7:30 or I have dance at 7:15. Is there something we could do so I could get there? And another person had gymnastics and another person had this. And Usually when things happen like this, I say, well, we're just going to do it the way it is. But they asked so nicely and they were so polite about it that I decided to switch things up a little bit. But I would like to recognize 4 very special 8th graders. We had 4 8th grade chorus members audition for Junior SEMSBA this year. Junior SEMSBA is a group of, I think it's 33 schools, 33 different schools in southeastern Massachusetts. And they had to learn a song, and they had to learn it so that they could sing it with a tape of the other parts for an audition. They all went and auditioned, and they all made it, which is a huge thing. They were able to go and sing with other members of towns, surrounding towns. And on the first weekend of May 5th and 6th or something like that, the days blur at this point. They did a wonderful job, the concert was great, and it was really, really wonderful to see them do it. Those students are, Haley Bradley is one of them. Isabella Generosa. Charlotte Jope, who I think may have gone to dance. And Kelsey Silva. So this is something that's available to our 7th and 8th graders, so parents up next year be listening and paying attention to when they come home and tell you that they think they might want to go audition. And now a word from Haley.
Good evening. If you happen to notice, I am bald. Why am I bald, you may ask? Well, yesterday was a very special day for a lot of people. We took part in the Buzz-Off at Gillette Stadium. The Buzz-Off is a fundraiser where you volunteer to have your head shaved to support and honor local children with cancer who don't have the choice to lose their hair. The funds we raise will help to decorate a child's hospital room, purchase books and toys for the hospital playroom, host a birthday party in the hospital, have a magic show, or have an artist come in and have a paint class. As of yesterday afternoon, we have raised over $1 million since November. And fundraising doesn't end until July 1st. Having my head shaved and having the choice to lose my hair is a small sacrifice to make so that I can help children remember they are still a kid and enjoy kid things. And I also was able to watch Gronk get his head shaved. Thank you very much for your time.
Hello, my name is Zachary Lowell from the 8th grade chorus. On behalf of the members of the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade choruses and Mrs. Young, I would like to thank you all for coming to the concert this evening. The final piece performed by the 7th grade choruses is the Brazilian folk song, A Zing A Zá. Utilizing a Brazilian folk song in 3 separate counter melodies, this delightful piece is full of good humor.